So over the last year and a half, I've realized I carry way too much camera gear. This not only results in me swapping bodies and lenses way too often when out shooting, but it also puts a lot of strain and pressure on my back. That is why I have crafted what I think is the perfect minimalist travel photographer setup. So first up, we have the lens, and yes, it's just one lens. It's the 24-70 2.8 LRF from Canon. And this thing is a beast. When I go out to shoot, I feel like there's nothing I'm gonna miss or not capture because this lens can do it all. Not only does it have an incredible focal range from 24-70, which covers so many key focal lengths, but it also can go down to 2.8 at any of these focal lengths, which is crucial. This way, not only can I shoot better in low light, but I get that nice, beautiful, blurry background, subject isolation, especially at the tighter ends while shooting at 2.8. And just in case you thought I was finished about this lens, to top it all off just a little bit more, it's got image stabilization built in, which is perfect because not only can I use slower shutter speeds to help me shoot in low light, but pair that up with the 2.8 aperture, and now you're really cooking with gas. Bundle this all up in a fairly modestly sized package, plus you get the incredible L-lens glass that comes along with all Canon's L lenses, and this lens is perfect for a one and done lens. The 24-70 from Canon is amazing. Next up, we've got the camera body, and the camera body of choice is the Canon R6. It's actually shooting this video as we speak. The thing I easily love most about this body is the size and weight. Coming from a much heavier camera system, this is a very welcome change. It's also got a stack of awesome features. So not only can you shoot 20 megapixel photos, which in my opinion is more than enough of a megapixel count, but you can also shoot practically uncropped 4K. It's 1.07 crop. It's basically not noticeable, but it's also got in-body stabilization, which I know we've just touched on stabilization on the lens, but you can actually pair these up, and oh my goodness, if you shoot handheld video, this is a dream. So not only can you shoot incredibly smooth footage handheld, but you can also use very low shutter speeds while taking stills. This camera body is perfect for everything that I shoot, and if you're looking for a nice, lightweight, compact travel camera body, the Canon R6 is probably for you as well. So just a quick side note, before I had this setup, let me tell you what I was shooting with. I had the Canon 5D Mark IV, 3 heavy L lenses, a GH5, 2 lenses to go along with the GH5, a drone, and a handful of other accessories and gear, and that was a pain. See, not only did this kind of cloud up my mind when I was out shooting, swapping lenses, bodies, oh, I've got to shoot video on this camera, I've got to shoot photos on that camera, but it also put so much strain on my back, so much so that I would actively not go on certain hikes, I'd actively not go on certain adventures because I didn't want to lug all my camera gear around. This was a pain. Now next up we have the drone. Now I don't take this everywhere I go, but I take it enough places to mention it in this video. And I shoot with the DJI Mavic 2 Pro. It's not crazy, it's not tiny, it's not small, it still weighs quite a bit, but the performance to size ratio is great, the performance to cost ratio is great, and in all honesty, I don't see myself upgrading or changing anytime soon. This guy has all the features I personally need and want, so I'm more than happy to add just a little bit of weight to my camera bag to be able to take this guy where I want to. And moving on to the bag, I use a Lowepro 450 AW Tactic Mark II, something along the lines, the link will be in the description below. Now this bag isn't small, it's not minimalist, but I have a specific use case for it. See, I like to set my bag up in a tiered system. So at the top, I have all my camera gear, and down below is just an empty space. Now, this can either lay empty and act as a nice huge cushion for any impact that the bottom of my bag might take on a trip, or I can pack it with clothing, and 9 times out of 10, this is what I do. If I'm going to a place where I know it's gonna get a little cold, I'll pack an extra jacket. If I'm going to a place where I know I wanna swim, I'll put a towel or some swim shorts in there. Whatever the case, this is a perfect setup, and I love having a bit of a modular bag and being able to put whatever I like in it while also being able to carry my camera gear around. And that's it, 9 times out of 10, this is all I take with me everywhere I go. I also have the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. If I'm shooting YouTube videos somewhere, obviously this will come along with me, especially if I need to film anything with audio. I also have a 70-200 f4 RF from Canon, which is perfect for all the tele lens shots, but 9 times out of 10, I never find myself using it, so it just either stays in the bag or stays at home. I've also got a handful of things like extra batteries and a few filters, like an ND filter and a CPL, but apart from that, that is my entire kit. in a nutshell. And I don't want to spill all the beans because I have a few other tiny little bits that come with me, but that is going to be for a What's in My Camera Bag 2022 edition, coming whenever it might arrive. So that wraps things up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new around here and you like today's video, a subscribe would mean the world to me. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.